Shalom. All right, shalom. Make sure this is up and running. Slakia, bear with me. Just want make sure this is on. All right. First, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakudash. The honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation and much love to you, Akim, out there pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. And just want to make a quick video. Just go into a couple precepts here. Just about continuing to labor in this truth, man, because, hey, as the scriptures say, the Most High, well, let me just get it. Because, a lot of people think that we're wasting our time. Oh, how long are you going to be out there reading Bibles? Well, we're going to keep reading these Bibles until the Lord brings that famine of the word, all right? And this is 2 Corinthians 4 and 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment. All right, so what? This current life that we're living, all right, these afflictions we're going through, the captivity, all right, being in subjection under this devil. Hey, this is but for a moment, all right, because soon the Lord is going to redeem his chosen, all right, beginning with his elect, all right, and then he's going to bring us into the kingdom of heaven, all right, and put his law, statutes, and commandments in us, in our inward parts, so that we may serve him forever and ever, man, perfectly, I got a car. It ain't going to be where you wake up one morning and you forget it's the Shabbat, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be a perfect people. All right, and it says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. All right, so what we're suffering right now is so that we may receive a reward, okay? So that we may be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai that has suffered for us, man. Shed his blood on the cross for us. All right, went through all these tribulations. I went through all these afflictions. I was humiliated, was brought low, all right, just so that his chosen, all right, would rise to the occasion, all right, and follow his steps to glorify Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, okay? So as he did, we are to do it as well, all right? Let me get a quick precept, and then I'll come back to that. Because we got to remember, it's more than we're just out there reading Bibles, man. We're actually working towards a reward. All right, first and foremost, to glorify the Heavenly Father, of course, to proclaim his holy and true powerful name, all right, to magnify his name, to glorify his name, all right, to declare his works upon this earth. All right, but we're also working for our salvation so that we may inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai as the first fruits. All right, this is a Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 5. I'll start at 4. And though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. All right, so their faith, their hope is in immortality, man. Because we know that if we endure unto the end, that we want to be saved and we're going to be changed into those the immortal bodies. Okay, the uncorruptible. All right, that's what we're hoping for. All right, though we're punished in the sight of men. All right, people, your everyday folks. They see us going through hell, but they don't understand why we're going through it. They don't understand why we got to go out there and break our backs, sitting on that concrete for 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever. It's because we're seeking a reward. All right. That immortality. Verse 5, and having been a little chastised, like it said in the 2 Corinthians 4, it said for our light affliction, right? It's but for a moment. So what? If we only being chastised a little, it says, because really we deserve death. All the transgressions we committed against Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, so verse 5, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. All right, so what? Though we be chastised for a little bit, just a little bit of chastisement for a moment, right? We're going to receive a great reward that's going to be eternal, right? For everlasting, forever and ever. Okay. As verse 6, as gold in the furnace hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. All right. So the Lord is trying us, all right, through what? These afflictions. All right, because it says that the Lord, let me see. Oh, well, let me get that real quick. Ecclesiastes 2, I believe. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 2 and 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnaces of adversity. All right, so that's the Lord purifying us, man. That's the Lord. Let's go back to that Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon. What was it? 3 and 6. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. All right, so that's how the Lord is proving us, man. That's how the Lord is purifying us, man, by that furnace of adversity. All right, that affliction or the tribulation, adversity. Okay, but what? It's all worth it because we're gonna receive a far more greater reward than what we can get on this side. All right, this suffering is compared to nothing. All right, on the other side of this death, man, the second death. All right, when we receive the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna really realize how much simple this was and how much worth it was to forsake this world. All right, to love your father, your mother, your sister, your brother, your kids less than you love your Bashim Yahushai. All right, you're gonna realize how important it was. Okay, but let's go back to 2 Corinthians 4, and I read 18. I'll start 17 again. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, which is that immortality. All right, the everlasting kingdom. All right, the law, statutes, commandments written in our inward parts. All right, in everlasting life, man. What more can you get? All right, and all the Lord asks of you is little, man. Do His work, feed His sheep. All right, follow His law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. All right, simple things. All right. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. All right, so that's what we're working for, man. We're not looking at the 401k or the stock market and try to make a big success, be a big American success story. All right, no, we're looking at the things that you don't see. All right, we're waiting on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to return. All right, to crack them skies, to bring judgment upon this place, to bring the kingdom of heaven. All right, the things that are not seen. All right, and matter of fact, let's get that real quick because that's what constitutes faith. All right, these people in the churches, all right, the Christianity churches and whatnot, they don't have faith. They don't even know. They couldn't even explain to you what faith is. Well, faith, God knows my soul. Well, you're an imbecile. All right, God don't know you. The Most High, His name is Yahweh. All right, and His Son's name is Yahweh Shai. This is Hebrews 11 and 1. All right, but let me read this again. It says, while we 2 Corinthians 4 and 18, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at things which are not seen. Okay, and what is that? It's called faith. This is Hebrews 11 and 1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. All right, and that's what we're hoping for, the things that are not seen, the things that you have to have faith to believe. All right, because you have to have faith to sacrifice your life and come out on these highways and byways and do the word. You have to have faith to forsake your family, forsake your old life, man. That the outward man die daily, man. You gotta let them perish daily, man. It takes faith to take your past life that you were trying to succeed in, whatever, and just throw that away, man. Now, I'm not talking about put it on the back burner just in case the truth don't work out for you. I'm talking about just completely do away with it and strive to keep the commandments, law, statutes, commandments, and follow Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. All right, through the men that He set up. That takes faith, okay? Because we haven't seen Yahweh Shai, we haven't seen Yahweh. All right, but what we know through faith that He's coming back to redeem His elect. All right, and through the signs that He's showing throughout the world, it's clear and evident that He's working and He's moving and He's revealing His mysteries through His servants, the prophets. All right, let me jump to verse 6, Hebrews 11 and 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. So, see, going back to the reward again. But what? You have to have faith. You want to please Yahweh Shem Yahushai, it begins with faith. If you don't have faith, you're not going to please him. You might be out there on the highways and byways, but man, what time we going to get out of here? How long we going to be out here, man? It's kind of cold. It's kind of hot. You know, you don't have faith. That's why dudes end up falling out, because they never had the faith from the get-go, man. They never had the gift, the faith, okay? And that's why they couldn't please the Heavenly Father. All right, but it says, for he that cometh to the Most High. All right, so you come to serve the Most High, right? It says, must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder. So if you don't believe that Yahweh Shem Yahushai actually exists, which is his name, he exists, or he is, then you're not actually going to believe that he's going to reward you, all right, for what you're doing out there on the highways and byways, okay? You're not going to believe it, because you don't have faith. You just looking to be in a trend, you know, be around cool brothers, you know, want to hang out for the turkey or you know, the lamb dinners, you know, sip some yayan for free, you know, take advantage of the community that we have created through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know, the community of the brotherhood. You want to take advantage of that because you don't really have faith. You don't believe in the Lord. You just want to get a reward on this side instead of actually doing the work in sincerity and get the actual reward that the Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to give us. All right. Hebrews 6:10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and your labor of love. And what is the work and labor of love? Doing this word, preaching out the word in the gospel of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, letting Israel know who they are. All right. Telling these heathens who they are and what's their judgment. All right. And above all, keep his commandments. All right. And he said that the whole law hangs it on these two commandments. Put love no other God above Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know, and then love your brother as yourself, man. You know, that's that labor of love. And if you love, how should I say, if you love me, feed my sheep. All right. So that's what's going to separate the true men of the Lord from everybody else. Okay. The love that they have for one another, as John said in the book of John said. This is how they shall know that you are my disciples, for the love that you show one another. All right. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which he has showed toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And what does minister mean? It goes into serving. All right, servant. All right. So what are we doing? We're serving one another. All right. First and foremost, we're serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. But what? We're ministering his word. All right. We're pushing out his word. It said that we showed toward his name. All right, so what? We're pushing out the true, holy, and powerful names. All right, we're pushing out that vibration, that kingdom mindset among our people. All right, to our people. So the Lord's not going to be unrighteous to forget all this labor of love, man. Beginning with our apostles and elders on down, you know, that have been laboring in his truth for decades. All right, so the Lord's not unrighteous to forget that, man. We have a reward, but we have to continue to labor. If you don't labor, if you don't work, then you don't get a reward. You know, the Lord don't deal like that. You don't put in the time, you don't receive the benefits. As simple as that, man. This isn't food stamps, all right, or WIC. You can't just apply for it, all right, and lie to the government about how much you make or whatever, how many kids you got. You can't do that with the Most High, all right. You have to put in that work to get that payment, all right, receive that benefits. Let me jump to no, let me I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll just jump to this last precept here, because it's becoming more and more evident who the Lord is dealing with, because what their labor, all right, the labor that is showing, the works, all right, because of that. Let me grab that real quick before I go to Matthew. All right, because we're talking about faith, and you know, you got to have faith to please the Most High and to diligently seek him, right, to receive that reward. But then this is what James said, James 2:14. What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith and have not works? Can faith save him? So you can say you have faith like these Christians do. I have faith in sweet Jesus. Jesus knows my heart. Jesus speaks to me. Man, that's a demon speaking to you. All right, the Lord has your prayers is an abomination unto the Lord. Because you say you have faith, but you don't even know the name of the Lord. All right. And you're not showing the Lord that you have faith, because faith is an action word, really. All right. All right. Verse 15. If a brother or sisters Okay, let me jump down. Verse 17. Even so, faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone. Yea, a man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. All right, because that's how we show our faith. All right, that's how we show our faith to this world. All right, that's how we show our faith to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that the world may know that we have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because what? Without faith, it is impossible to please Him. All right, so we got to push this. We got to do this work. All right, got to do this labor. All right, to show our faith, and ultimately the Lord's going to reward us for that. Reward us. Okay, now let's go to that Matthew. This is Matthew chapter 5. And I'm gonna start at 10. Matthew 5 and 10. Blessed are they which persecuted, so like which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So you see, now those men, the same men that are laboring, are working, showing that faith, they're gonna be persecuted for righteousness' sake. All right, but what it said, blessed are they, for the kingdom of heaven is theirs. All right, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So that's what we got to labor for. That's what that's what our whole duty is. All right, to please the Most High, keep His commandments. So what? We can enter into the kingdom of heaven. As for His first fruits, man, we don't want to feel that second death. We don't want to be burned up. Okay, so we gotta labor. We gotta put in that overtime. All right. Hey, Jake is quick to cash in on overtime. Oh, I worked 50, 60 hours this week, but you only had 30 minutes for the Lord. You know. You barely made that 30 minutes, but you put in 80 hours of work for Esau. You know, we gotta be willing to do that for the Lord. All right. Verse 10 again. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. And that's what is taking place slowly but surely, man. Esau is getting everything set up so that persecution is going to run smoothly, man, for them. All right. So they can just demonize us overnight. But what? It said, blessed are ye. All right. When they shall revile us. All right. It means try to separate themselves from us, hate us. All right. Your own family is going to do that. And the scriptures say they of your own household shall be a man's foes, you know, your enemies. All right. So when your face is plastered on CNN or ABC Action News, your local news stations, guess what? Everyone's going to be persecuting you, reviling you, speaking evil against you. All right, for what? Yahweh Bashim Shai's namesake, man. Because we're not doing nothing of our own will. We're just doing the Heavenly Father's work. The way, as Yahweh Shai said, know you now that I'm about my Father's business. In a business, you work. You got to labor, all right, to keep that business going. So guess what? We're the ones that have been set up to keep the business going, man. While the master's away, we the ones keeping the business going. But what? You can't just sit around sipping shade in the lemonade or sipping lemonade in the shade. You know, you got to put in the work. All right, you got to maintain this business. You got to keep it afloat. All right. Verse 12, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. See, that's the point. Hey, so once this persecution comes, hey, rejoice and be glad, because we know that we doing something right. All right, if they're persecuting us for righteousness' sake, all we doing is reading Bibles. All we doing is trying to proclaim the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And then you coming up against us, just some guys on the corner reading Bibles with some posters. Okay, and you speaking evil against us. You're gonna do compilations and put them on the news and, you know, demonize brothers, bring out, you know, dirt from the world. Oh, look, this guy was this and that, you know. But they're not gonna show what we do, you know, how the labor of love that we show. Of course not. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna show the unity and the brotherhood. They're gonna show all the times brothers get fired up on the highways and byways, you know, condemning this place, yelling death to America and all kinds, you know. They're gonna show the sign, the missile sign, and telling people America's gonna be destroyed. That's what they're gonna show. They ain't gonna show when we're telling our people they're Israelites and that we got an eternal kingdom coming. All right, because the whole purpose is to persecute us, speak evil against us. All right, it said all manner of evil against you falsely. All right, it's meaning they're gonna lie. They're gonna lie on us, man. But what? We gotta rejoice and be. It said, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. So wait, when they start persecuting us, great, about time. But then we know we even closer to the kingdom of heaven, and Yahweh Shai is gonna come and rescue us. Lord's will we be those men. All right, because we're getting this day in our captivity, man. But what? We still have to labor, continue until the time comes to where we don't have to be out there no more. We don't have to do no more videos, because it's gonna be Isaiah 33:6 time. All right, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of the time. So it's gonna come a time when there ain't gonna be no more sit downs, no more lessons. You either got it or you don't. All right. Then it's gonna be time to receive the benefits. All right. Then it's gonna be time to reap the harvest. Okay. As Yahweh Shai said, pray for more laborers, because the harvest is great, but the laborers are few. You know, and we got a job to do. Hey, but it's gonna be a great reward. You know? All right, but with that, I don't want to this is edifying. Lord's will is exhorting to the elect, and may Yahweh Shai, Baruch Shah, Barak Kalakiyam out there. Shalom.